Hey guys, welcome to Redneck Off the Range. If you watched my last video, you probably know that I'm wanting to get back into fishing after, the last 4, 5, 6 years, whatever. Because our lake, actually, all the fish in our lake are actually, they all died because of the aeration system that we put in. And I have a whole other video on that. But, the last 4, 5, 6 years going out to the farm, I've primarily just been doing chores, cutting grass, cutting up trees, and just doing all kinds of stuff like that, running electrical lines. And I really just, when I was done for the day, I had a little bit of free time left, and I just didn't have the energy to go down and fish. I just wanted to lay down, take a nap, watch a movie. I just didn't have the energy to fish. And now that all the fish are dead and we have to start over on the lake, I really am kicking myself for not fishing more. But anyway, so over the weekend I went out to my fiance's property, and I got a new fishing pole and got some chicken livers, and we did some catfishing, and we caught quite a few little bitty catfish. Nothing too sizable because the pond is kind of small. But we caught 13 catfish and a couple of decent sized bass, and I really, really enjoyed that, and I just really missed doing that because that's one thing that we used to do all the time when I was a kid was we would go down to the lake at sunset and we'd go catfishing, and that was just one of my favorite memories as a kid, so I wanted to do that. But I also would like to do some other types of fishing too, like bass fishing and just going for bluegill, crappie, whatever. Anyway, I have a buddy of mine that goes to this wildlife preserve that's actually pretty close to where I live, and he goes fishing with his dad there quite a bit, so I figured I'd get myself a fishing license, get myself another fishing pole for different types of fishing, and meet him out there maybe a couple of times a month and just have fun, go fishing after work or something. And along with another fishing pole, I really wanted to get some fishing lures because I really wanted to try some different types of fishing lures. But they're kind of expensive for the most part. I mean, $5 maybe for a cheap one, and $10 up to $15 for like a really good quality one. And so I was just looking around, and I found these fishing lure kits on Amazon. They're all crankbaits. I know fishing lures all have like their own specific names, and I couldn't tell you pretty much what any of them are. I know a few names, but they had these kits that have all these different types of crankbaits, and so I got this one here for $29, and it's 43 crankbaits, and it's 6 different styles. So I figured I would show some of them off, and then in another video I'll actually take them out and try them and see if they're any good. Now, out of 1,500 reviews on Amazon, my camera doesn't like to focus today. Out of 1,500 reviews on Amazon, I think over 80, maybe even close to 85%, were at least 4 stars and up. So either 4 or 5 stars. So that's a lot of good reviews. Now, some of the bad reviews were saying how they didn't swim right or whatever. But I figure these are probably made in China, and there's probably a lot of variances between one batch to the other, and so that's just kind of the way it is when it comes with Chinese-made products. But I figured for $29 and 43 fishing lures, even if half of them are crap and the other half are decent, I figured that's still a pretty good deal, because you figure some of these might cost let's just say an average of $7 a fishing lure, $7 a crankbait. And, 4 crankbaits, that's basically what this is. If you're paying $7 for a crankbait, you get 4 crankbaits, and that's $28, and that's about what this is for 43. So, if half of them suck, even if more than half of them suck, that's still good in my book. But we're gonna test them out. Anyway, these are the 6 different styles of crankbaits. You know, some are small, some are big. This is a bigger one. Like I said, I don't know what they call all these different styles. But like, you know, this one's got a really big bill on it. So this is for like diving really deep. Most of them just have these shorter bills. This is a longer one. It's got a little bit longer bill on it too. And I also know that a lot of these different styles of crankbaits, some of them are designed to look like a species of fish. Like this one, I think this is supposed to resemble a yellow perch, maybe. And some of them are just designed to have pretty colors and get the fish's attention. Now this style here, it's got a small bill on it, but it also has the flat face on it, which kind of resembles a popper. And it did say popper in the description, but I wouldn't really call this a popper because this is for diving, and the flat face is kind of for skimming top water. So I don't really know what you would call this. I don't even know if it would work very well, but we're going to give it a test run here in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to try to test at least one of each style of these crankbaits and just see if I catch any fish and see just how well they work. So anyway, the rest of them are in this bag, and you could call this an unboxing, but I really call this an unbagging because it's in a bag. But anyway, got lots of different ones, and not all of them are the same what they show on the pictures on Amazon. So, some of them are, some of them aren't, so you might just get some random colors, So they got some oranges and reds and yellows and pinks. So there's all different colors in here. But anyway, I still think that's a pretty good deal, $29 for 43 crankbaits. And the best part about it is, even if they suck, if you lose one, if the line breaks, you're not out a whole lot of money. I mean, it was like 66 cents, 66 or 67 cents, I think is what it said. It came out to per fishing lure. So if the line breaks, you're not out a whole lot of money. So that's another plus. But anyway, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to take a fishing pole and go out, and I'm going to try some of these different styles here, and probably try at least one of each, and maybe even give some to my buddy and see if he has any luck. And we'll give an honest review on these really cheap Chinese, I'm assuming, crankbaits from Amazon. So anyway, that's it for that video. So subscribe to my channel, and until next time, be safe.